Hello, and welcome to Shortcut Up CNC. Today we're going to talk about a few of the features within V-Carve Pro. These features are in Aspire, and some of them may be in the V-Carve Pro desktop version. So pay attention and watch some of these tips. One of them is the clip art, the 2D vectors. Sometimes, in fact, we've had several members of the Vectric forum complain that they couldn't see the vectors on these clip art, the 2D vectors on these panels. And they are very hard to see, even reduced to that small amount right there. And you can change it to the medium. Of course, that makes you have to draw the slider more because you have less displayed here on the panel. But you can actually see the vectors. I can. Now, some other people that may be a little older than me may not be able to see those. So you increase it one more time. Again, it brings it to where you've only got two in a row displayed, and you have to use your slider to see all the others, but it increases the size, and you can, some of the forum members are now able to see it, and even some of them are not. So what they would have to do is one of two things. It's either grabbing one of the items that they're interested in and bringing it out into the drawing tab and then clicking off the highlighting and see what the vector looks like. If they don't like it, they can click on it, delete it. That's one other way of doing it. Now, there is another way, and it's a disadvantage because it affects your overall computer, and that's to change the Microsoft settings of your displays. Excuse me. If you do that, then all your programs will be set to that intensity. So that's the disadvantage. Excuse me once again. But anyway, those are some of the things to make adjustments so that you can see the 2D vectors on this panel. Now, let's look at a couple other things here. We're going to go ahead and draw a square, and we're going to go ahead and create a tool path for that item. And let's see, all my settings look okay. It's going to switch over to 3D view. Okay, now that is a feature that's automatic, and it can be changed to where you don't go to the 3D view automatically. And that setting is over here in the options window. And let's see if I can remember where to find it. Auto open 3D window. I have it set to yes. You can change that to no, and it will not automatically come to the 3D view. That way you can make more adjustments to or add more tool paths without it switching back and forth. I'm going to reset this back to yes because that's the way I like to have mine. But that's another feature that some of the forum members have asked about. And let's see if there's another feature that another feature here that'll help also. If you don't want to be switching back and forth, you can also have your display like this, where you've got your drawing window on top and your 3D view here. So whatever you do here, you can see down here. Now, there's another setting that you can switch it to side by side rather than top and bottom. So those are some of the features that you can make within your Aspire V-Carve Desktop uh, and also the V-Carve Pro program. Now, some of the features may not be in desktop, but I have a feeling most of those are. But anyway, those are just a few of the features that you can make to help you along the way. Another interesting feature is the toolpath, being able to see that better. And I'll show you an advantage to that in just a second. And that is to toggle this light bulb up here. If I take and I preview my toolpath, I have it set at the high resolution also for the 3D view window, so it's going to be a little slower in creating the toolpath completion. And I also have it set to like 125 deep, and we got what, 0.75, so it's going to go 7 times around in order to get cut through. And there we are. That's the last pass, cut through. All right, now getting back to the toolpath view. See, this is grayed out now. If I click on it and I highlight the toolpath, I click this view, you'll see that the toolpath is on the vector. It's centered to the vector. Now, that's showing you your actual toolpath and the size of your bit. It is also showing a 1/4 inch bit, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 1/4 inch bit. Now, if I change my settings, excuse me, to the outside and I recalculate my toolpath, you'll see that it's gone to the outside. You can also do that for the inside. Now, here's one of the advantages of being able to see this. And what that may be is the allowance offset. If I wanted to set the allowance offset to a higher setting, let's say 30 thousandths, I want to offset the toolpath. I recalculate it, and you notice it's now setting off the vector. It is no longer hugging the vector. So that's the 30 thousandths that we moved it out to the outside of the vector. So those are some of the things that you can look at and make adjustments to. So happy carving, and thank you for watching Shark Cut Up CNC.